Hi guys, it's just Adam, and today we will be discussing how my glasses are broke and how Man United are broken. No, I'm only kidding, but that's a comparison. That is a big comparison in this video. We'll be discussing, is Ruben's Amalon's time up? I can never get his name. Since Sir Alex Ferguson, why has it manager after manager is failing at football club? Is it time for the players to take some responsibility? Well, we'll be discussing everything in this video, and that's why you should subscribe to me, because I'm very good at that. No, but in all seriousness, I'll be getting a live stream, but without a face cam until I get my second monitor set up. So just be on the watch out for them. Be streaming FIFA, obviously. Might stream a couple of our games, but FIFA is the priority right now. It's a football game and it goes in line with the channels. I'll be getting to some football games in the next couple of weeks. So if you like all that, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and put in post notifications. And just remember, you need to stay tuned, guys, because we're trying to grow this channel. Let's get into it. So, guys, let's jump in it. Why, because we'll start why do managers keep failing at the football club? Well, because you've had David Moyes, Van Gaal, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you've had Amalon, you've had so many managers. Like, genuinely, it's unbelievable how many managers you've had. Like, I don't know, Erik ten Hag, he done amazing at Ajax, comes to Man United and fails. That's the thing. It's like, for the last 4 years, I think they've had 3 managers. You've got Ruben Amorim, you've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and you've got Erik ten Hag. You've even got Rangnick, if you want to include him, he was in term. So why did he keep failing? I think my honestly opinion is, right, I'll dive into this. I looked at a stat this morning, and Sir Alex Ferguson only finished third. He never finished outside the top 3. So why has there been such a drastic drop-off? Well, in 2013, let's put it this way, when David Moyes came in, he had to deal with retirements. The squad was outdated. The Glazers never done anything about that. So when you think of that, they've let an aging squad go into the Premier League again. They've not won that year. And that's when they started splashing money. And when a club splashes money, it can be very stupid. We saw it with Chelsea when they first started doing it, but now they're kind of balanced the books. That's what we can see Liverpool doing, but I don't see it happening. Man United, as I was saying, they had an aging squad. Obviously, the thing is David Moyes, he finished 7th. Van Gaal came in, finished 7th. So they've not been able to get top 2 or since Jose. I mean, Jose Mourinho, one of the best managers in the world, comes in, does all right, still gets the sack. It's one of those things, right? If you expect a drop off, because it's like Jurgen Klopp, we all expected a drop off, but look, Arne Slot's came in with the Premier League. But in regards to Man United, David Moyes, if he was given more time. So, I think back then, this will take me on to a second point. Back then, I think the blame was on the Glazers. Completely 100%. Because they've let, even though because they knew Sir Alex was leaving. So what they should have done was discuss with David Moyes what players they should go and sign. But they never. They absolutely didn't. And that's obviously went on the pitch because he wasn't able to perform the way he did with Everton. because they had much better players than they had at Everton. Let's put it that way. But this, in the last 4 years, they've had, as I said, the managers have had. Even if you go back 10 years, they've had Jose Mourinho. But recently, I think it's players. Well, I don't think it's not like the last time where it was 100% the board and not on the players. I think this time it's about 75% players and owners, 25%. But when you, in hindsight, the owners are the ones that have gave them money so they can go and spend. Since Jim Ratcliffe has came in, even Gary Neville pointed it out. Gary Neville's a decent businessman, by the way. I'll know that because that's what I study. But Gary Neville knows what he's talking about in the sense of football business. And even because in the last 4 years they've signed, I would say, 2 successes. I mean, maybe you go 6 years. If you go back 5-6 years, I would say Bruno Fernandes, success. I don't. I mean, currently Cunha and Mbabu, or whatever his name is, they do look like they can be successes. There's some players I'm obviously going to be forgetting about, so I apologise if I do. But I mean, Rashford. I mean, they didn't sign him. He came up for the academy, but I would say he was a success until the new manager came in and he's wiped him out. But I don't know. The players just don't. They seem to play for money, and the thing is, if I was Man United right now, right, if I was a sporting director, what I would do is, because Jim Ratcliffe says he does this, but he doesn't. I would go through every player in the squad, see what their wages are, see what their look at the stats. I know stats, you can't go off stats all the time, but you can kind of get a gauge and watch. I know it might take time, but watch games of like just click on the screen, click like you want to watch every moment for that player. Does he contribute enough? If no, put him on your transfer list. I think Man United in that sense need a refresh. I think it might take a couple of years for Man United fans, because it's been 12 years since Sir Alex Ferguson left, and it just got worse and worse and worse. But in my way of thinking, I think they need a clear out, and I mean a clear out. Like, no, even if Maguire's doing good, Bruno's doing good, I think they just need a clear out of players. But they need that experience. They need Man United fans. They need to scout for Man United fans. Get do what Sir Alex did. Get the bouncers on the payroll, so you know if they're going to nightclubs and spending their wages. I personally I think they should do this in England. It might help Saudi a wee bit, but wage caps. I think not wage caps as in the sense of having a limit on the wage, but there should be more penalties for if a player's going out the week of a big game or stuff like that. Penalties like that, and maybe find a week's wages if you do something like that. It affects the team and team quality and morale and that kind of stuff. But that'll kind of move me on to my final point and why it all kind of links together. I know everybody talks about the Glazers. That club should have been sold before Jim left to the Qataris. I don't know why it wasn't. I do know why it wasn't. It's because the Glazers are robbing bastards. They steal all the money they can get, and it just ruins it. Like, I'm a football fan. It affects your day-to-day emotions. There's so many Man United fans, if they lose, that ruins their day. It might sound sad, but it's true. The Glazers should have been long gone ages ago, and it's just continued. People forget about how Man United is one of the biggest clubs in the world, so just think how many people that's affecting on a daily basis, a weekend basis. It's not right. It is not fucking right. And the Glazers, They're just there for the money. But Sir Jim Ratcliffe, that's like he's a fan, but then I don't think he's done that much to actually benefit the club. He's cut costs, but at what cost? He was taking free meals off staff and he was making people redundant. That he didn't have to make redundant. He's doing up the training ground. Fair enough. That's actually that's probably the best thing he has done. But why are you signing project players like Sesko? Like, I know you could have inflated. You could have got Gyökeres as well, but you need to get players who are ready made for the league. Like, could have went to Brighton, could have went to Fulham, you could have went to clubs like that who have players who are ready made. Even Everton. There's some players that are like, you go and get, and they know the league and they know, like, as I said earlier, Man United players, like Sir Jim Ratcliffe. I want to know your opinions, Man United fans or football fans in general. What do you actually think of Sir Jim Ratcliffe? I think he's done some good aspects on the business side, but then when Gary Neville's telling you, he's a good businessman in football aspects, if he's telling you what today, like, should you not bring somebody like that on board instead of cutting them? Like, people who have played for the club in the 70s are getting wages, their annual salary. Doctors, because they're not longer a club ambassador. I think they dropped Sir Alex as a club ambassador. Like, he doesn't need the money, to be fair, but everybody's entitled to money because he made that club what it is. So did many other managers in the past. Basically, in summary, I know this has been a video of me waffling, but Man United has been run down by the owners, and it stems for the owners because they're the ones that pay their money, the sporting directors that they hire, who go and get the players that they've scouted, meaning the players that they've scouted, if they're actually bad at their job, are going to be as bad as them who are actually bad at the job, if you get what I'm trying to say. Bad owners, bad sport director, bad players. That is the thing, mate, and bad manager. Ruben Amorim is not a bad manager. May I add that it is the players and the owners. It's just the vibe around the club is not what it is meant to be, and that's why they are doing so bad. I know this video's about me waffling, but I thought I would make it because some people have this perception it's only the owners, but I think most football fans, if they have two eyes and one lens, they'll be able to see that it's a contribution of stuff. It factors down from the top to the bottom, and then it needs changed. It's like Glazers. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has to do a clear out. I think that's basically what I think I'm saying, and he has to do what he can do. I think he needs to get some ex-players in, and this whole new stadium fiasco is a load of shite. I wouldn't knock down at Old Trafford if he gave me £1 billion, because Old Trafford's just, it's one of these stadiums you go to, you're like, wow, I've just walked into the theatre of dreams. One of these stadiums you're just like, it's built for the working class and it's been stolen by the rich. So that's pretty much the summary of this video. I mean, I could go on for hours and hours, but I'm going to stop there. And yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, guys, subscribe to the channel. Leave your thoughts down below, because this is a big topic. It's been going on for years and years. They always argue about it when Man United do it bad. And Sky Sports News, Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher, Paul Scholes, Roy Keane, Michael Richards, people like that, they always debate about it, but I think that my case is, people already know it, but I thought I would show my view of it. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, leave your opinion, put in post notifications, and leave a like, and go and follow my other socials at Just Adam instead of the second day. It's a win, and yeah, hope you have a great day, guys, and goodbye.